morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is English Bulletin with me, Yutsa Bhatrai. The headlines first. Government extends lockdown until April 27. International flights to remain suspended. Government confirms 2 new cases of coronavirus. Total number of cases reach 16. IMF approves immediate relief for Nepal, 25 underdeveloped countries to benefit from the scheme. Coronavirus impact shows mixed picture in Europe. WHO says vaccine at least 12 months away. And Indian Premier League 2020 to be further postponed. BCCI still uncertain about setting a new date. And now, the news in detail. The government has decided to extend the nationwide lockdown until April 27. A meeting of the Council of Ministers yesterday took a decision to this effect. The government had initially imposed a lockdown on March 24, which has been extended twice. The current lockdown was due to expire at midnight today. Informed sources said that the government decided to extend the lockdown upon the recommendation of the high-level committee to prevent coronavirus after new cases of the deadly disease were reported in the country in the last few days. According to the official figures, the number of the infected persons in Nepal stands at 16 so far, with 1 person already recovering from the disease.
थामरा निर्मूल गर्न संक्रामक रोग ऐन 2020 को दफा 2 बमोजिम मिति 2077 साल वैशाख 3 गते बुधबार मध्यरातसम्मको लागि नेपाल भर लागू हुने गरी जारी गरिएको आदेश हाललाई मिति 2077 वैशाख 15 गते सोमबार मध्यरातसम्मका लागि नेपाल भर लागू हुने गरी निरन्तरता दिने र सोको सूचना नेपाल राजपत्रमा अतिरिक्ताङ्कमा प्रकाशित गर्ने निर्णय भएको छ। त्यसैगरी अर्को निर्णय चाहिँ विश्वव्यापी महामारीको रूपमा फैलिएको कोभिड-19 रोकथामको संक्रमणबाट सुरक्षित रहनका लागि छिमेकी मित्र राष्ट्रहरूबाट लगायत अन्य मित्र राष्ट्रहरूले चालेका प्रयास र अनुभव समेतलाई ध्यानमा राखी यस क्षेत्रमा बसोबास गर्ने व्यक्तिहरूलाई सो रोगको संक्रमणबाट सुरक्षित राख्न नेपालका अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय सीमानामा रहेका नेपाल प्रवेश गर्ने सबै प्रवेश बिन्दु र खुला सीमानाका जुनसुकै स्थानबाट हुन सक्ने यात्रुहरूको आवागमन 2077 वैशाख 3 गते बुधबार मध्यरातसम्मका लागि नेपालले अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय सीमानामा रहेका सबै प्रवेश गर्ने सबै प्रवेश बिन्दु र खुला सीमानाका जुनसुकै स्थानबाट हुन सक्ने यात्रुहरूको आवागमन स्थगित गर्ने गरी निरन्तरता दिने तर मालसामानको ढुवानीलाई यथावत राख्ने यो आदेशको पूर्ण पालना गराउने सुरक्षाकर्मीहरूले थप प्रभावकारिताका साथ काम गर्ने र यो आदेश पालना नगरी अनधिकृत रूपमा सीमा क्षेत्रबाट प्रवेश गर्ने व्यक्तिहरूलाई अर्थात् नेपालमा प्रवेश गरेका विदेशीहरूलाई स्थानीय प्रशासनलाई सूचना जानकारी नदिइकन लुकाइएको पाएमा त्यस्ता व्यक्तिहरू समेतलाई नेपालको प्रचलित कानुन बमोजिम कारबाही गर्ने निर्णय पनि आजको मन्त्री परिषदले गरेको छ।
International flights remain suspended until April 30. The government has also decided to limit the mobility of people across the border and allow operation of only essential services in a bid to prevent the spread of the disease, which has infected more than 2 million people and claimed over 120,000 lives across the globe. The government has confirmed 2 new cases of coronavirus in the country. With the latest update, the official figure of the number of infected people in Nepal has reached 16. Speaking at a regular press meet briefing at the Ministry of Health and Population yesterday, spokesperson Dr. Vikas Devkota revealed that 2 new cases of coronavirus have been detected in the country. According to Devkota, the 2 infected persons had returned to Nepal from the UK about a month ago and were residing at Sun City apartment in Pepsi-Cola under self-quarantine. 3 persons from the same family had earlier tested positive for coronavirus during a rapid diagnostic test, but the PCR test later revealed that only 2 of them had been infected. The result of the other suspected patient is yet to come, said spokesperson Devkota.
हिजो पोजिटिभ देखिएका केसहरूको ट्रेसिङ कार्य सुरु भइसकेको छ। वीरगञ्ज नारायणी अस्पतालमा हाल 4 जनाको उपचारको क्रममा हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँहरूको सम्पर्कमा रहेका व्यक्तिहरूको क्वारेन्टाइन ट्रेसिङ यो लास्ट पोजिटिभ देखिनु भएको केसहरूको यो ट्रेसिङ कार्य चाहिँ सुरु भइसकेको छ। हाम्रो राष्ट्रिय जनस्वास्थ्य प्रयोगशालामा गरिएको परीक्षणमा 2वटा पोजिटिभ आएको छ। हिजो पेप्सिकोलामा भएको यो ऱ्यापिड डायग्नोस्टिक किटबाट विभिन्न व्यक्तिहरूको नमुना परीक्षण गरिएको थियो, जसमा 3 जना व्यक्तिहरू पोजिटिभ आएका व्यक्तिहरूलाई हामीले पाटन अस्पतालमा आइसोलेसनमा राखेर उपचार गरिरहेका थियौँ हिजोदेखि र आजको नतिजामा त्यो 3 जना मध्ये 2 जनाको पोजिटिभ आएको छ। 1 जनाको रिपोर्ट आउन बाँकी छ, परीक्षणको क्रममै छ। उहाँ व्यक्तिहरू 58 वर्षीय पुरुष र 81 वर्षीय महिला हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँहरू दुवै बेलायतबाट नेपाल फर्कनु भएको हो। उहाँहरूको विस्तृत विवरण हामीले तयार गरिरहेका छौँ, यहाँलाई विभिन्न माध्यमबाट त्यो जानकारी गराउने नै छौँ। र यो लेटेस्ट 2वटा संक्रमित व्यक्तिहरूको पनि हामीले कन्ट्याक्ट ट्रेसिङ चाहिँ सुरु गरिसकेका छौँ। यसरी हाल संक्रमितको सङ्ख्या 16 पुगेको छ। 1 जना निको भएर घर फर्किसक्नु भएको पहिलो केस हो भने बाँकी 15 केसको उपचार भइरहेको छ।
Among the infected, one is an octogenarian woman and the other is her 58-year-old son, and they are receiving treatment at Barton Hospital. Government authorities have started contact tracing of the persons who met with the infected patients. Dr. Devkota said that the total number of people infected with coronavirus has reached 16, although unofficial figures put the number a little higher. Currently, 2 infected persons are receiving treatment at Barton Hospital, 2 in Teku Hospital, 2 in Dhaulagiri Hospital in Baglung, 5 in Sethi Hospital in Thangari, and 4 in Naraini Hospital in Birganj. Another patient has already recovered. Dr. Devkota informed that the health condition of all the infected persons is normal. Butwal-based Office of the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority has started investigation into the distribution of substandard rice by Ramgram Municipality Nawalparasi as relief package. The CIA office Butwal began investigation into the matter after receiving complaints that the municipality distributed inedible rice and soybean as relief to the needy. The people's grievance had increased after materials received as relief packages were discarded by the poor, citing both less quantity and quality. The CIA office Butwal has gained control of all involved documents to investigate into the issue. Ramgram Municipality had begun distribution of relief packages on 9th of April this month. All the materials, however, were dumped at the municipality's gate the very next day on by the locals of Ramgram Municipality, Ward number 6 and 11, citing poor quality of food. The CIA office had seized all concerned documents for the investigation on 12th of April last week after immense pressure from the locals, informed Rudra Prasad Adhikari, Chief Administrative Officer of the municipality. The municipality has said relief will be redistributed within the next few days after improving both the quantity and quality of the relief packages. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. 20 people have been kept under isolation in Province 2 on suspicion of being infected with coronavirus. According to the Social Development Ministry of Province 2, out of the 20 suspects, 14 people currently under isolation are from Bara district. All the 14 suspects have been isolated at a hospital in Bara's headquarters, Kalaya, informed a secretary at the ministry, Ramprasad Khemire, during a regular press briefing. Similarly, 5 others are isolated at Mahendra Ganai Hospital, Siraha, and 1 person has been admitted to Provincial Hospital, Janakpur, and are kept in isolation wards. The Social Development Ministry has collected swab samples of all the suspects and sent them to Kathmandu for further testing. 4 people have already been infected from COVID-19 in Province 2 so far. All of them are receiving treatment at Naraini Hospital in Birganj. The United Nations Specialized Agency Food and Agricultural Organization has warned of disruption in the global food chain supply process triggered by the coronavirus pandemic. The FAO has warned that COVID-19 has the potential to leave a significant impact on the global food supply chain. The UN Specialized Agency has released a report stating that all should be prepared to deal with the problems that might arise due to the disruption of supply chains as a result of worldwide lockdowns. The agency has also suggested to come up with social security scheme in order to prevent a possible global food insecurity. Majority of the government offices seem deserted since beginning of the government-imposed lockdown, but there seems to be an increase in the flow of people at the office of the District Attorney, Kathmandu. Despite the closure of offices other than basic necessities due to the coronavirus pandemic, there has been a noted increase in the work of District Attorney in the recent days. Such increase is notably due to matters of issuing arrest warrant, permission for judicial custody, hearing of habeas corpus cases which are in operation in spite of the lockdown. The full bench of Supreme Court had declared closure of non-essential operations for a certain time, but did continue hearing of habeas corpus, providing police administration with legal solutions and recommendations, and hearing of cases regarding violating the lockdown orders from the government. Deputy Attorney General Hari Prasad Regmi said that the government must take the operation of its services seriously, or else the state runs the risk of breaches in statutory limitations. The people can be deprived of justice. He said there is a risk of individuals accused of crimes fleeing if their office does not operate regularly. He emphasized that the government should either impose a total lockdown or ensure a supportive working environment. The government has decided to increase the lockdown imposed since March 24 until April 27. And now the news from Economic Front. The International Monetary Fund has announced to provide financial support to Nepal to fight against the coronavirus pandemic. The IMF said in a statement that 25 underdeveloped nations, including Nepal, will receive immediate grant-based debt service relief from IMF. Kristalina Georgieva, chief of the IMF, said that the executive board of IMF has approved immediate debt service relief to 25 of the IMF's member countries under the IMF's revamped Catastrophic Containment and Relief Trust Fund. She made it clear that the fund will be released as a response to help address the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. According to the statement, this grant provided to IMF's poorest and most vulnerable members will help the countries to cover their IMF debt obligation for an initial phase over the next 6 months. IMF expects the support to help them channel more of their financial resources towards the vital emergency, medical and other relief efforts. The fund can currently provide about $500 million to the targeted countries. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. The number of new cases of COVID-19 is easing in some parts of Europe, including Italy and Spain, but outbreaks are still growing in Britain and Turkey, Reuters reported yesterday, citing the World Health Organization. WHO spokeswoman Dr. Margaret Harris told a briefing in Geneva that 90% of cases are coming from Europe and the United States of America. She said they're not expecting the peak of the disease yet. In China, the biggest threat is imported cases, she said, referring to the latest data. According to Reuters, Harris said that they're not really expecting to see the vaccine for 12 months longer. According to Worldometer, almost 2 million people have been infected by the virus and over 120,000 people have fallen victim to the disease. The virus has spread to 210 countries across the globe. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump has made some serious announcements stating that he has instructed his administration to at least temporarily halt all funding to the World Health Organization. During a regular news conference at the White House, Trump said WHO had failed in its basic duty and it must be held accountable. BBC quoted President Trump at the news conference as saying, "I am directing my administration to halt funding while a review is conducted to assess the World Health Organization's role in severely mismanaging and covering up the spread of coronavirus." Trump accused that World Health Organization has been biased with its preferential treatment to China. According to him, the organization promoted China's disinformation that quickly led to the spread of outbreak at large. BBC reported that America is the World Health Organization's biggest single funder, providing $400 million last year, just under 15% of its total budget. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. The Indian Premier League, which was set to kick off this Wednesday, has been postponed until further notice after India extended the lockdown till May 3rd to contain the outbreak of coronavirus. The popular T20 cricket competition, due to begin this Wednesday after being postponed from its original start on March 29, now remains uncertain until any further announcement. Board for Control of Cricket in India has not come up with a new date to reschedule the event. BBC quoted its president Sourav Ganguly as saying the organisation would keep monitoring developments, but that it can't say anything in the current situation. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced yesterday that COVID-19 lockdowns will remain in force until May 3rd in the nation. Practically speaking, when life has come to a standstill, everyone in the world, where does sport have a future in this? The former Indian captain added. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Government extends lockdown until April 27. International flights to remain suspended. Government confirms 2 new cases of coronavirus. Total number of cases reached 16. IMF approves immediate relief for Nepal, 25 underdeveloped countries to benefit from the scheme. Coronavirus impact shows mixed picture in Europe. World Health Organization says vaccines at least 12 months away. And Indian Premier League 2020 to be further postponed. BCCI still uncertain about setting a new date. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to abide by the government directives of the lockdown and keep washing your hands. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.